So this weekend coming up, 5th to 7th of May, is the Cairns Outdoor and Lifestyle Expo. So I'm going up there to do a bit of stuff on lure fishing and that sort of thing. So if you've got nothing doing and you're having a little bit of trouble sorting some of your stuff out with your lures, or even if you want to see some of the latest stuff out, come along. I'll show you some different techniques that are guaranteed to work in North Queensland, and have a bit of fun. So we'll catch us there, 5th to 7th of May. Alright, let's see what's about in this spot today. So I've got on that little sugar deep again. I'll crank it down, get the pull. Oh, there you go. Good start. Well, they're still doing that run at you thing. He's jagged. I thought I just felt the hook pull out of him. Pulled out of his mouth and got him in the back now. That's where you've got to be careful that the lure doesn't fly out and into you. So instead of lifting it with the rod, I'm going to lift him on the leader. Sharp hooks are handy. Good fish. Get his hooks out of this follow. I'm going to spear him back in. It's no use keeping them if you don't need them to eat. So this one, go back to breed. We often talk about getting the right colour for the right day. Now I just busted a treble off on that fish there, so I've got one hook missing on this. But I'm going to risk it, do something silly and risk it. But we often quite often talk about colours and how they affect fish. And this colour here is today's colour, I can tell you, because I've thrown a few different lures up in there, and this one is by far the most successful today. On another day, you know, it might not work at all, but you have to have options. You have to have different lures you can try. Otherwise, if you limit your options to one lure, you know, every now and then you'll have a good day on that lure. But on those days that are tougher, you really need to be able to throw something a little bit different, give them options. You know, you've really got to give them options. Ooh. And all I'm doing here is suspending it. So I'm just giving it those twitches, making it swim, and then stalling it like that. So I'm trying to give them a good opportunity to have a look at it. I'll go just a little bit to the right on that. There's a point just there that seems to have fish sitting on it sometimes. So let's see if there's anything there. Oh, yep. Oh, baby. Oh, dear. That is small. There's things in there that'll eat this. It requires these little fellas are often the ones that'll drive the treble into you. Oops. They just do that when you're not expecting it. But you can see what I was talking about there as far as just stalling it. You know, just letting it sit there for a second, and they grab it. So here you go. You slide in there. There you go. Good boy. sweep it like that, stop it, tap it, let it sit. Sweep it, stop it, tap it, let it sit. And repeat time after time. And hopefully if there's something there, we'll grab it. So put one up in the mouth of it. Oi. Got another little one. But you can see what I mean about that pause. Makes all the difference. Here's a little one. We'll just skull drag this one in. I'm only using 15-pound braid here. 15-pound braid and 30-pound leader. So it's you can sort of skull drag these little fellas in like this, but the big ones you got to fight. Oops, there. Come on, settle down. One more. One more. There we go. See if there's another one sitting there. There's something moving up in there. Up in that little drain. Just up in there it was. Oh, yep. That's a better one. Oh, nearly jumped over the branch. Oi, come back here. Come on. No, moving the branch anyway. I've actually put a 40-pound leader on this one because I was expecting there to be some bigger fish, so I'm not too nervous about him rubbing my leader off, but he has wrapped me around this bloody branch. He's hitched it. So that'll make it a little more interesting. Not a huge fish, he's probably... Oh. That was interesting. That was sitting for a long time, like 8 or 9 seconds probably, because I was adjusting the strap on the GoPro, and while it was sitting there, he's a good fish. He's 80 plus. I'd say being sitting there on the stall like that, he's probably sucked it right in. He's trying to do that coffee thing and throw it up. As I say, 30-pound braid, and I don't know how deep he's got it, so he's doing that cough. You can see the jar coming up through the rod. If he does it on the surf, you'll see it clear as a bell. He's trying to throw it out of his mouth. There it is. And he's got it down. Way down. So I'm going to try and grab this one by the bottom jaw, which means I'm going to get close to the water. You can just see the bib sticking out of his mouth. So, come on. Should have brought me bogas with me. You can't carry a net through all this stuff. Get a bit of blood coming out of him. God, look how far down that is. It's actually coming out the back side of his... I'll have a look. It's not actually as bad as you think. There's a little bit of blood there, but I've had a look at his gills. They're not actually too bad. So maybe he's just hit a little blood vessel or something like that, but So the thing to remember with any suspending lure is that if you put heavier trebles, upgrade the trebles to a stronger treble on it, it turns into a sinking lure, which is nowhere near as effective for this style of fishing. So what I've done, I haven't got any of the right size trebles with me, so I've changed colour to a pink one in the Sugar Deep, and we'll see how that goes. The other thing I can do is I can take the trebles off this lure and put on the other one. Ooh. Ooh, yep. Where's he going? Again, not a big fish, but come on. This is on that pink one. If he gets off, he gets off. It doesn't matter. One hook in there. The pliers. He's got. Actually, I might be able to. There we go. So, not a big fish, but still good fun. So that's on the pink Sugar Deep. He had a couple of goes at it before he actually hooked up. So, oh, look at the size of that bow wave chasing a bait fish. If I get this right, if he comes up, oh, I thought he was over there. I misjudged it. I don't know where he's gone now though. Oh, look at that, there's something up in there. Oh, yep. He's running at me too. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I've dropped him. Oh, I've dropped him, pulled out of him and got a bloody stick. There's a few different fish there though, I think. A bit of stuff happening. All of a sudden it's just like a, whether it's got something to do with that sunlight coming out or a bite time or something, I don't know. The barra just there then. It really does pay to keep your eyes open, you know, like you see something happen and put a lure on it, you know, like those little opportunities that come up through the day. If it turns into 3 or 4 or 5 more fish landed for the day, just because you're paying attention and you've got your casting worked out to a point where if you see an active fish, you can chuck a lure on his nose. It all adds up over a day. Oh, Jesus. Hope you saw that. Try that again.